Hey everybody, my name is Wendy Barron, and I'm going to talk to you about the person I know who is a bad listener. I'd have to say that's my mom, and um, even though I love her to death and everything, she's not very good at paying attention when we're talking. Um, she's a very selective listener. She, only picks up on the things that interest her more, and she'll ignore everything else that I say or anybody else says, and she'll just focus on that specific thing. If she doesn't like that specific thing that she hears, she'll be a very, aggressive listener and be, trying to fight what we're trying to say about that specific thing when it really was just maybe a segue or a certain part of our conversation. It wasn't the actual thing. So she's very selective in that way. She's also a very distracted listener. So if there's something in front of her, she's going to be, messing with it or doing something with it when we're talking, which really keeps her from actually listening to what we have to say, especially if it's something important. She kind of just does a whole, okay, yes, okay. So she's very reluctant too. She'll be listening, but she won't really be paying attention. She'll just kind of make it seem that she's hearing you, but it's not really listening. Um, I think one of the things that I could do when I talk to her about something important would be hopefully limiting the distractions in front of her. It's a little difficult sometimes, but that would be one way. Also, there is kind of a language barrier. Um, we're things that make sense in English when you're trying to explain something that's a very American kind of custom. Like if you're trying to talk about college to somebody who's never been to college, she doesn't understand the context of the conversation, then she kind of doesn't really get what I'm saying. So I think explaining and limiting distractions and also talking clearly and a little more slowly would be good. The book does say that even under the best circumstances that it's hard to listen. So it's the job of the speaker to, you know, be slow at what they're saying, but also be very clear. So I think those are some things that I could do to help out my mom. But I think she has a little bit of work to do too. Hopefully, just being more attentive and not being so distracted when we're saying things that are actually important.